Hey, what's up? What it do? How you doing, YouTube? It's another day. It's Orange Ninja News. Yeah, I'm at a place waiting on my truck to get fixed. I ain't got too much going on right now. That's a bad thing about the trucking game is whenever your truck breaks down and then you have to get your truck fixed. Sometimes it could just be a couple of hours. Sometimes it can end up being a couple of days. It all depends on how it's going that day, how busy the shop is, whatnot. Yes. It's crazy out here, so probably got 4 or 5 different trucks ahead of me. So I'm just sitting around right now at this time, just waiting my turn in line where I can go in. And seems like every time I go back to check on it, still got about same thing going on. Yeah, about 4 more trucks ahead of you. But damn, you said that an hour ago. Yeah, man, one of them days. Yeah, I'm at a Freightliner dealership. All I like to push is those Freightliners, man. I don't like. I mean, I guess Kenworths are okay, and Volvo. I really don't care for Volvo. I drove a Volvo for a while and wasn't impressed. And plus, if you get a truck that's foreign company like that, Volvo, you have to go to a place that deal with that particular truck, and you got Freightliners, the regular truck here in America. So the average shop you go to deals with Freightliners. So you're not really going off looking for some specialty part that got to be flown in from overseas or something. You know what I'm saying? You're just messing with the regular American brand. So, like I say, that'll be the go-to truck for me myself. The other trucks they got out is Mack, Volvo. They had Kenworth. So it's the other one I'm thinking about. Anyway, it's about 8 different ones, man. But to me, the best one is a Freightliner. That's all I like to mess off with. Yeah, so no, the whole video won't be about me sitting around waiting for a truck either. I just had to get that off my chest and talk about that part, man, because that right there, about the most annoying part of the game. Whenever your truck break down. The shop I'm at though seems like a pretty decent shop. I'm over near Sacramento, California for today, which seems like I shall be here until morning time. It's all good. Hopefully I'll get up out of here in the morning and might find me something to eat. But some of the other stuff I'm gonna talk about today, probably a little bit about the BET Awards. What else? A little bit about space. Let me see. Just, different subjects, different topics. You know how I keep it moving on. Stay on one subject or one topic too long. I kind of like to flow with it when I get it going, Man, it's about hot out here, but I had to walk around because I was inside the building, inside the driver's lounge. And, it's the TV lounge, so I had a TV in the background. I mess up my video. Can't kick a nice video with a lot of background noise. So I decided to walk out in the breeze, find a shade tree, kind of keep it moving, and that way I don't have a lot of background noise in your ears. Usually when I'm stuck at a shop, I end up ordering food, like either some Chinese food or pizza or something. So I guess I'm gonna do that. I can't find nobody else that want to order none right now, so I guess I ain't got nobody else to go in on it with me. I have some kind of minimum amount you have to order for the delivery. Some of the delivery places come out, and yeah, so I'll be doing that. But yeah, I don't too many times like to do pictures with my environment in it because of a lot of that internet beef where bloggers be arguing with each other and stuff and trying to give out each other address and where you stay at and junk like that, man. That's ridiculous, man. I be seeing some dudes on YouTube I be thinking it's cool and junk. One minute they be friends with the cat, next minute they arguing with each other, trying to give out each other's address and everything, give out the government name. Oh yeah, you can find him here and this and that. I know everything about him. I can pull out the receipts. Man, I think that's just childish. And You don't really see that in too many other communities, but it's just, I guess that's just part of the entertainment nowadays. Somebody feel like they're doing more entertainment, doing that when there's some kind of drama to it. Probably like when you go to watch shows like Real Housewives or any of those reality shows, you know, they could just show the actual going on and everybody chill and whatnot. But you know, they'll put a lot of drama to it to try to sell the show. That ain't all about that. Ain't about a lot of drama. I don't even play around like that. So that's probably cool if it's young dudes in their 20s or something. But it'd be like dudes 40 and 50 arguing back and forth. I ain't never got that. That's just it makes no kind of sense. But I mean, they do it for the likes and to get their numbers up and get the views up, I guess. Yeah, man, it's nice out here though. The only thing about Cali, man, is you're gonna have all types of traffic, man. The traffic seems like no matter where you go, the traffic's gonna be backed up. Whether you in LA, Sacramento, wherever, man. I'll be going through a little small town sometimes and be like, damn, they got traffic out here. What the hell? I like the way they had a lot of houses to be up on the hills and stuff like that. Especially if it's a mansion, man. And throw that joker up on a real big hill. Those be looking nice like that. Yeah, South Georgia, we ain't got no hills, so we couldn't even do that. But ain't too much trees, so we couldn't even do that stuff. But that don't be looking nice. But one thing I do though is I keep my supplies in the truck, cause you never know if you need some bottles of water or whatever like that. Like I say, I got bags of chips and stuff, but you get tired of eating chips and stuff. Like I ain't no dinner, so I'm like, yeah, I go ahead and order something. But them bottles of water, that definitely come in handy, especially in the heat. At least I'm further up in Cali. If I was in Southern Cali, all in the desert and jump, man, that should be crazy. Well, now it's time to flip gears, switch gears. Yeah, it's time to switch gears. Yeah, what is wrong about saying time to switch gears? Yo, on when ball guy got in trouble for that, he wasn't even the one that brought it up. He didn't say nothing about switching gears. The lady said something about switching gears, and he was just like, "Oh, okay, we can switch gears." Oh, he's doing wrong. He said something bad. Yo, yeah. So, man, I had the video going good too, man. Somebody just walked up to me inside talking. I had to pause for a second. Back, yeah. But them wildfires, man. That's kind of when they had those wildfires here in Cali. That junk was. I didn't get caught up in it at the time, so I tried to make sure I stayed out on the East Coast while that was going on. That was pretty bad. That's just some of the things you think about whenever you're in Cali, man. You also got earthquakes every now and then. So between that and the earthquakes, you have to watch out. I ain't gonna say nothing about the crime when you got crime everywhere. And this is actually there's actually less areas as far as I'm concerned. I mean, there's certain areas where that's at, and you're like, hey, well, I just don't go to that area. You know what I'm saying? But the average parts of it ain't really bad. Ain't too much going on. It's actually laid back, man. Ain't really like that. You just know the certain little hoods and little hood areas to stay out. But that's anywhere you go. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's hot out here. So yeah, but that's what I was thinking about at this particular shop that I'm at, though, man. Because at the shop that I'm at, they got vagrants, homeless guys out on the street, and they cardboard boxes and whatnot. Then you got the electric fence around the shop and everything. And they like, oh, you can stay here overnight, sleep in your truck if your truck ain't ready. Oh hell no, I'll be at a motel sleep. I ain't messing up with all that going on. Man, you need a razor wire fence and damn electric fence with the damn razor wire at the top and all this other shit going on. That's a little too much happening. That's a good indication right there. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm planning to spend the night here. Y'all all good, man. I've been caught an Uber straight to a motel and get some sleep. But right now it's still early in the game, so I'll see what time I'll be getting out of here. Hopefully I get out of here by tonight. And yeah, it's crazy because I had like a 2,000. I had a load that was over 2,000 miles coming out this way. Came from Mississippi, and now once I end up just being down for a day or so, they just end up being a regular check when actually that right there. And I had another load coming out that was over 1,000 something. I would have had to put those two together, and that would have been a nice check. But when you got to sit a couple of days, that right there cancel that out on you. So hey, that's the way it goes. Just talking to all the other truck dudes out there, probably already know the game, or a cat that might be fresh in the game. I don't know what all up yet, Tell you some of the stuff to look forward to. Not to get stressed out about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't change it, but so just go with the flow, When the day's going good, boom, you're in there. When the day's going bad, that's what it is. You have to take the bad with the good. Just as long as you have more good days than you have bad days, you're winning. You feel me? That's the way I go with the whole truck game. Well, yeah, back to talking about California, man. I had fell off the subject for a minute. Now, that's about California. Yeah, California is like, since it's a real big state, you got the northern part, which is the mountains, and then you got the southern part, which is the desert. So it's like you can go from one climate to the next. You could be up north where it be cold or either cool out, and then by the time you get to the southern part, you're burning up in the hundreds. And then, if you're a cat that ain't been in a truck out here before, and the speed, you don't know that speed is 55 all the way through the state. And it's like they had a car, especially when you be out and driving through the desert, it can be like 75 for the cars, but for the trucks, it'd just be 55. And that's statewide all the way through the whole entire state. So that's another part of it. That kind of why a lot of guys don't like to come out here in the truck, because, well, the slower you're driving, of course, going to be the less miles you get. And if you're getting paid by the mile, the slower you're going and the less miles you make, the less money, of course. All right, well, it's time to bump to the next subject. The dude over in China that fell off the building, I don't know if you heard about it or not, but it's not something that happened recent. It happened a while back, and as soon as I seen the video, I was like, man, what happened to the computer graphics, the CGI and all that, because now you got Photoshop now. You don't have to actually do no weird stuff like that. You can actually take a picture hanging off a tree or something like that, and go into your Photoshop app and put a building where the tree was. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really got to risk your life like that no more for a picture. It's like the pilot that got in trouble for taking selfies while he's flying the plane. Then they figured out, the man was going to get in trouble, get fired, and all this other stuff. He's like, nah, man, this is Photoshop. Can't do nothing about me taking a picture and Photoshopping it. And, they have nothing on him after that, where he could prove that he Photoshopped the pictures and wasn't really doing that. Same thing like climbing up on the building, man. So it was basically what happened. It was yeah, man, I got a plane flying over me right now with all that noise. Yeah, every time it's like I try to avoid the background noise and end up walking straight to some damn background noise. But anyway, yeah, like I'm saying, the thing is they was having a contest, and the winner would get like 15,000. Whoever takes the crazier, the most daring picture on top of a building or whatever. So the dude got on side of the building, and he started doing some pull-ups, like exercising on side of the building, like doing pull-ups or whatever. which also makes me wonder why he didn't just, if I'm gonna do all the pull-ups and all that extra, why not just tie a rope? It ain't got to be, you know, it get, like you get a rope kind of the same color as the building, and you have it on the inside of your sweater or whatever you was wearing, look like you had on a little jacket. Put it on the inside of that joker, and they can't even see the rope. So that way, if you were to fall, bang, the rope got you. Pull yourself back up. Try to shoot your little video again. You know, you got that. You got photoshopping. You got the computer graphics, the CGI, and all that. Like a bunch of different ways you could have did either the same picture or a picture that would look even way better than the real thing that he was doing. You know, somebody would see the fake picture and they couldn't tell the difference between the fake picture and the actual real picture he was actually doing. So I don't see why it would even be worth it. At least not nowadays. Like back in the days before you had technology, yeah, I can see people taking risks, big risks like that. But nowadays with the technology, what? Man, I would have had a picture of me on side of the building doing pull-ups with one hand with a damn pterodactyl flying in the background. You know what I'm saying? And then the money wasn't nothing but 15 G's. I mean, that ain't enough to hardly cover a funeral cost these days, man. That's the cost of the man's funeral with nothing left over in the pocket for his people, you know? So, yeah. Matter of fact, I would have had a picture, one-handed, pterodactyl in the background, and a volcano exploding at the same time in the background. Like, yeah, top this picture. What the hell? And a couple of space aliens flying around in UFOs in the background. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much technology to be trying to do all that crazy junk. And yeah, but once it was over with, and then unfortunately the dude died. I mean, that's pretty bad. That's kind of sad right there. But the thing is that his family was blaming the people that was having the contest. They also wanted to blame the video hosting site for letting him put videos up there, because he had been climbing up on buildings and doing this. It's not like it was his first time or something like that. It's just that all the other times, I don't know what the difference was this time compared to the other times. Maybe he felt more lax and more confident, you know, like, yo, I done did this about 40, 50 times on other buildings and ain't nothing happened, so I'm gonna really wild out on this next video. You know, he got a little too cocky and he went hard with it and got a little careless. Could have. That kind of seemed like what it would be, because, like I said, it wasn't the first video that he shot like that. But as far as his parents want to blame other people and sue other people, it's like, okay, well, where were y'all? If y'all knew he been shooting these videos, y'all knew he been doing this, why didn't y'all say nothing to him? How is it everybody else's fault except for his fault? Y'all should have pulled that man aside, like, hey man, I don't want to see you shoot no more videos like this. This right here is dangerous. You're gonna end up dying, and you know that 15 G's ain't gonna go too far on your funeral. You know, but instead of blaming their own self for not getting on them, and not blaming him, the guy who's actually doing the act, it's always somebody else's fault, which is ridiculous, man. You always have those what they call frivolous lawsuits, where, okay, yeah, this person did this and that, but they're not really to blame, you know. It's somebody else's fault. It's the person's fault that made the airplane and the parachutes for the guy that jumps out the plane and forgets his parachute somehow, you know. It's not never the person's fault. So it'd be like, I want to sue for like $1 million or $100 million or something like that and get a big payday out of it. But I can understand them being upset. The only thing I can't understand is them being upset at the wrong person. The person they should have been upset at, and the person they could have changed their mind of, person they could have did something about, you know what I'm saying, is the cat that's hanging off the side of the building, all nonchalant, doing pull-ups. I mean, that should have been common sense right there. You know, yeah, I ain't gonna. But I can see they hurt. I can understand that part. I'm just saying you have to put the blame where the blame lies, and that way you can change the action in the future. So, like if they have another kid and he decides, yo, man, skip that Photoshop and I'm gonna go hop buildings like my brother. You know what I'm saying? Well, you teaching him. You're like, yo, what he did, it was nothing wrong with what he did. Everybody else was to blame. He wasn't to blame. So then you don't ever learn nothing from the mistake. So you keep repeating the mistake. That's what's so bad about blaming others when it's the person themselves, something they have to change. And that's just how that go. Cause like I said, it's like so many other ways to get that picture, man. Like if you look at it, it looks like it's Photoshop. It really don't look real. Unfortunately, it was real, but I seen mad pictures like that all day long on the internet. That's Photoshop. You know, see a cat one-handed doing a handstand on the building, feet straight up in the air. You're like, yeah, that didn't happen. That's straight up Photoshop. And some of the other ones be looking so clear that you have to do a double take. Like, I don't know. That picture right there might be real. That might not be Photoshop. I can't tell. There's some cats out here that's real nice with that. They be taking pictures with stars. They got this one dude that be standing next to all the stars. He stood next to, had a picture next to Beyonce, picture next to Chris Rock, and all types of, what I'm saying, people he ain't never met or seen before. He just cut the other person out the picture and insert himself. Man, all right there is brilliant though, man. I ain't got those type of skills. My Photoshop is going to look crazy as hell, man. I have to pay somebody to do my Photoshopping. It just look like I paste my head on the picture. That's how you know. If any picture I got, that joker authentic. Not because I want the picture to be authentic, just because I ain't that nice at Photoshopping. So it's not for the lack of trying. It's just I can't do that. But that's right now. Maybe in the future. Yeah, now we're going off talk about Bill Gates. He came out with the Windows Phone, of course. That was years ago that he came out with the Windows Phone. But the reason why he's in the news today and everybody's talking about him today is because he was talking about his biggest mistake is when he let Android beat out Windows. And Android, yes, that's all I like to use. Anyway, but Android, the difference is with Windows, of course, if you have a computer, you can get computer viruses and got to get all this virus protection and try to get like virus software and stuff. And I remember because Android had been out before Windows came out. And I remember I was going to get a Windows phone. And then one of my friends that also drive truck, he was like, yo, man, I don't know about investing in a Windows phone because why would you want a phone that can catch a virus? You might have an important phone call or something pop off. And now you can't even mess off with your phone because it got viruses on it. And, the Windows on your phone would be anything like the Windows that's on your laptop. Laptops crash all the time, man. Anytime you go on the internet, you better be running some kind of virus protection on it when you go on the internet. Now I heard that the iOS system's supposed to be better. Apple and theirs don't supposed to have all the problems as far as the viruses and stuff. But I wouldn't know. I don't mess with Apple. I mean, Apple ain't cool like that. Not talking down on Apple and anything. Apple might be a real nice system. I mean, at one time I even had got an Apple phone. I just didn't like it. Like right now I got I said Apple phone. I mean iPhone. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, like that. So and I had been rocking Android before that, and I didn't ever get rid of my Android phone. I got like 2 or 3 of them jokers, man. So I just was like, I ain't feeling the Apple like I am Android, and that was that. But I heard other people that that's their ride or die, that's their choice. They like, I don't mess with nothing but Apple. So it depends on what all you looking to get out the product too, probably. But that was the biggest thing with that with the Windows phone. I think he waited too late to get into the market because Apple was doing their thing. Android came in crushing the game, and then after that is when he tried to go ahead and start getting Windows into it. And by that time, that was way too late because, you know, everybody else already doing their thing. Unless you got a product that's like, you know, that can knock the other two out the park. And it really, as far as I know, it really wasn't. I didn't know too many people that actually got a Windows phone, but one person that I personally know that had one, they said it basically had the same problems you would have if you would get a Windows laptop. You have the viruses and stuff you have to contend with, and you have to get all types of virus protection on that. And so ultimately, at the end of the day, it was basically the people's choice, what what the people wanted and what they was choosing on, and that's what knocked them out the park. That's why Windows never took off, because it's just like an album. You got a cat that spent so much money in the studio, had a crushing album he believed, and he spent all his paper, but ain't nobody buying it because ain't nobody believing it, ain't nobody trying to hear that right now for whatever reason. Hey, the next cat that just did his junk on his little laptop come out with something and it'd be a blockbuster hit, be a smash, making all types of paper, you know. It depends on the people. So, you know, and the people spoke when Windows came out. It's like, I'm good, I'll pass. I remember cats was trying to get them things out for free. Dudes be like, no, I got a phone, man. I'm good on that, man. He keep that right there. So, you know, when they say it was his biggest mistake, maybe he mean he could have also had, like, if he went way hard on it and made the program tighter and came out with stuff that the other phones couldn't even do, you know? Because the main thing you're gonna do with your phone anyway is run apps. And if you run the app on Android with no problem, then you grab Windows and every time you turn on your data and start crashing and talking about viruses, see, that right there, that was the whole deal. You had to come out with something spectacular. You know who you got to beat. You're looking at, Apple had been crushing the game for a while. I'm going head to head with Apple. I got to come out with some stuff that Apple ain't even think about yet, you know? And that was that whole problem. Okay, now Android's out here. Android's in the game crushing it. Oh man, I got to really have, my joint got to be able to fly or something, be able to cook breakfast or something. Because with those two already out, you had some real tough competition. It wasn't going to be a easy win, no matter how he had win at it. So what I think is that he shouldn't even feel bad about that one. He should be like, instead of coming out with the Windows phone, what I would have did was just went ahead and linked up with Android. Of course, he wouldn't link up with Apple because that's the competition. But he could have just linked up with Android. He like, now this next guy, this dude here. Man, I had to pause and take a sip of water on that one, man, because this right here don't make them sick, man. And when you look at the face, does it look like it'll be a nice, heartwarming story? It's going to be something good. Maybe this cat saved some puppies that were stuck in a drainage ditch, or maybe he might save the kitten out of a tree or something. Anything, anything positive, anything good you can say about him. You already know by looking at the picture, it's not going to be good. Whatever it is, it's going to be some damn foolishness. And that's what it ended up being. This dude in Mississippi, Anthony Taylor, he decided, while he was waiting on his court appearance, he started wilding out and stuff in the hallway and got caught, and made sure that he added some more charges and definitely more time on the sentence. But he made sure besides that, he made sure he added some more charges to his jump. So what basically happened, there was another inmate, and they at the courthouse, and everybody waiting on their turn in front of the judge. And this dude was out in the waiting area, and there was a female inmate waiting on her turn, and he basically tried to rape her right there in the waiting room with cops out and the judge is in the other room and all that's going on. That's on his mind. And make it even worse, dude had already been in prison for murder. So once he got out, I guess he felt it was time to get back in the game. So he went out robbing, did some aggravated robbing and all this other crap. And That's what he was currently in court for that day. And yeah, so I had that right idea. Well, I'm already in trouble again. Let me go ahead and rack up some more charges. Let me see what I can do. Man, it's going too good for me, man. They keep letting me out. I think some cats be thinking like that. They be like, yo, I cannot stay in. I'm tired of them letting me out, man. I gotta figure out something I can do to possibly mess this up so I can stay in. I don't know why they keep trying to kick me out the system. I'm trying to stay up in here. But it's some dudes, man, I believe that's the mind frame of thinking with the junk. Because it don't be making any kind of sense. It's like, okay, you already hemmed up. They shouldn't have let you out the last damn time. Whatever happened with that. Make sure you went back. Okay, if you want to possibly get out any kind of time before you like 180 years old, you might want to be watching your P's and Q's. Yeah, on to some lighter subjects, man. Let's talk about the BET Awards and what people was wearing out at the BET Awards. This picture here is, I believe, Karuchi Tran and dude, I think his name Victor or something like that. Yeah, I don't pay attention to dude, so you know what I'm saying? Forgive me if I won't know what dude's name is. And the next picture, I don't know who that is, but she show is fine. Yo, so I had to put that on there, man. Yo, I know who that is. Give me a minute, but y'all know who it is. Whoever it is fine as hell. I'm just comparing pictures right now, seeing how people was dressed at the awards. That's what I'm talking about, huh? And they you know, because when you go there, you got to dress up and show out. Okay, that's Lorenz Tate and old girl, this old lady, and I see dude done put on some weight. Yeah, I know the cat from, I think he's like the best dressed far as the clothing wise for the guys. I'm still judging on the women. All of them hot so far, but I'm saying we're going clothes wise. I'm trying to do a little fashion thing right now, man. Yeah, oh yeah, so you know him from Menace to Society and all those movies like that. And one way he played the singer, Frankie something. Yeah, on this one right here, Kirk Franklin and his wife. I don't know, man. I think they're probably the best dressed, actually, to tell the truth. Man, I got this noisy truck up here. But yeah, I think they're the best dressed so far. Yeah, but that's how you know I'm actually at a truck shop. I get going good and I have to start walking around trying to walk away from the noise. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, no, but back to the best dressed. Yeah, so I think so far that's the best dressed couple. And yeah, I get pictures of, yeah, I'm tripping, man. I get pictures up here, I don't even know who the names is, man. How the heck I do that? But so far this couple right here is on the best dressed. Yeah, because they're matching, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at other cats, who else was matching? Yeah, I know their name. The ones that match, that's their name. But I don't feel like going doing no research trying to pull up no names right now. But this young thug and what's her name? Yeah, Sawiti. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know, just pronouncing the name wrong. But yeah, him and the name I can't hardly pronounce. And that would go for the award for the most different outlook on how we should dress tonight. Award, you know, that would be the family award goes to Ray J and his lovely wife. They had because the baby was matching. The baby was matching with her. You know, well, then they clothes matching too, because you look at it, it's kind of matching hers. I don't know. I think I had to switch up my best dress all of a sudden. Yeah, Ray J and his wife. That's good. They've been together for a long time. And yeah, actually, really, I was just happy Young Thug had a woman with him, because I know everybody heard something, and they usually do be wearing dresses and have pocket look. So yeah, that's very nice, refreshing change. I didn't know dude to be up there with a woman. That was really good. That made the night special just off of that alone. He should get some kind of dress award just for that, having a woman on his arm. You know, and it's Megan and her man. No, this is Sawachi. So who's the other one? Sawiti and Quavo. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, I'm sorry, that's the name I was thinking about with the other one. But that's one part of the Migos. Them cats always be dressed fresh to death, man. On they normal, that's just their normal day right there. And I like that. I like that. Dudes stopped just showing up at the BET Awards dressed any kind of way with some dirty jeans on, wearing some sneakers and stuff like that. Cats actually start dressing again, man. You know what I'm saying? Any other award show you go to, everybody gonna be dressed up and they're gonna be dressed real nice. It's like, okay, well, when we go to this one, who cares? They just dress any kind of way. But this year, there's a switch up on that, man. Cats actually was dressing kind of nice with it. It wasn't coming with that weird style or who really cares type deal. You know what I'm saying? And that means a lot, especially Cardi B, Offset. Man, Amigos just smashing the game. That's why you see one of them cats, you already know, oh, it's gonna be live, man. All the stuff they be into. And they put it down for Georgia, representing. Even though they probably spend as much time out in Cali now, but yeah, they put it down for Georgia. And if you're talking about club bangers, these two right here, Cardi B and Offset together, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear one of their records in the club. That's just it. That's gonna be stacked. Because that's all they putting out is some club bangers. And when you put them both together, and they're gonna be doing songs together, they already got stuff out together. And I think that's a real good power couple right there with that. And I was looking to see about the best dress. I think Cardi had a nice dress on. You know what? Next time around when they do the BET Awards, what I'm gonna say, hey, you know what happened? They had the BET Awards last night. That's it, man. That's about it. I know you're thinking, yeah, that's what you do, man, because you just messed up names left and right. And then you research, write down on some notebook or something, man. And I just figure everybody know who the people is. I show the picture and just talk about it. I definitely talk about the BET Awards every time around. That's a real good time to shine for everybody. Positive light, positivity everywhere. No negativity, everything going good that night. Feel me? All right. Now, I said I was going to talk about space again. So we back on the subject of space. Well, NASA, when they came out saying the different Earth-like planets that they found and stuff like that, later on, seeing this picture of a black hole, you don't get to see those too many times. And yeah, it's just recently when they finally did get a picture of a black hole. So it's not been so long since we got a picture of a black hole. So while we're still looking for, and I guess that's just a positive outcome that came along from out trying to look for other planets. Why are we looking for other planets? Because of the climate change? What's going on again? But yeah, they already found several Earth-like planets, but the thing is, man, they all too far away. It's not like we have the technology to get to the closest Earth-like planet to us. So either way we go about it, it's a nice find. It's nice that we know that it's there, but we're not going to be visiting it anytime soon. It's not in our future yet until we get better traveling situations set up where our technology gets better and we actually can travel further distances. Because once you start talking about hundreds of light years, realistically, your children's children's children will still be on the route there. You have to have different generations of people in the ship till they can finally get there or come up with an actual hibernation chamber like you see on the sci-fi movies. They have those hibernation chambers. They going so far out in space that it would take up so much time that they actually need to go in a hibernation chamber to stay young until they get there. Or when they get there, they would have been hundreds of years old or either die before they could get there. Which, hibernation chambers, again, something else. That's not realistic to us right now. Okay, what's another way Speed is another way to figure out the technology to actually make the space vehicle go further and faster. Like if you could go hundreds of light years within seconds with some kind of warp speed or something like that, which again, futuristic, nowhere near us. Uh, there's also the talk about the wormholes, going into a wormhole and coming out the other side of the wormhole. You would actually be in another galaxy and going in. But so far, the only thing they know about going into a wormhole is it's dangerous. You're not coming out of there. You get sucked into it and it's lights out. Nothing escapes. Light can't even escape out of it. So yeah, as far as a technology where we can play off with wormholes, we're not close to that either. Which should make you think. So if there's space aliens coming here, how are they getting here? If they got some technology like that, or they go hundreds of thousands of light years away within like split seconds, you know? And you'll watch a movie, and on the movie, some of these sci-fi movies, what happened? The aliens come all the way to Earth, and when they get here, they forget how to fly. They crash into the planet. The humans go get them like, hey, come here, you stupid alien. And you get in this jail. Matter of fact, while we sit here and talk about how we're going to do an autopsy on you, yeah, like that's realistic. Like they would know how to fly hundreds of thousands of light years away to another planet within seconds. But as soon as they get to that planet, they all of a sudden forget how to fly. Okay, yeah, sure, that part makes sense. But movies like E.T., where he crashes to the planet. The only way that the whole E.T. thing could have happened, referring to the movie E.T. It's an old school movie. Young kids wouldn't have seen it, but you could look it up. You could Google it. Check out the movie E.T. by Spielberg. It was a pretty good movie. It was the top sci-fi movie whenever it did come out. When it came out, it took the whole sci-fi to a whole nother different level. Matter of fact, but as far as the realism, as far as the ET coming to the planet, and as soon as you get close to the planet, you forget how to fly and crash into the planet. That part, I have to say that part wasn't that believable. That was kind of unrealistic. And if you haven't seen the movie before, spoiler alert, my bad. Anyway, he ends up taking a toy telephone and getting some wires and shit and make a damn communication device out of the toy telephone so ET can call home and call, hey man, I got to this planet, I forgot how to fly, for some reason, I call it amnesia, I think it's the atmosphere and they weird kind of oxygen, and I crashed into the planet. I need y'all to come down here and pick me up, and that's basically how the phone call went, you know what I'm saying? He was like, kicking with them on the phone, and all through the movie before he made the phone call, he was looking for parts to make his phone, and they kept wanting to talk to him. Now, he couldn't be bothered, so the only thing he would say to them is, E.T. phone home. They're like, what are you talking about, E.T.? Hey, let's go play E.T. E.T., can you ride my bicycle with me? And he's like, he's just annoyed. He just don't want to talk to him. Because he was a pretty smart little alien. He probably could have carried on a decent conversation, but he just didn't want to. He's like, they talk too much. They keep bothering me. I'm trying to build this damn telephone. It ain't easy building a telephone that can broadcast like 100,000 light years away. Which again, okay, he had amnesia and forgot how to fly his damn plane, but yet when it came to building that damn communication device, his brain fired back up and he was right back at it. Matter of fact, if you could build a communication device to talk to your planet 100,000 light years away, then why couldn't you fix your ship and just fly back? I don't get it. I think that fixing the ship probably would have been easier. Man, because as far as the communication, our little cell phone towers we got, man, I'll be driving alone and it's still some places that be far out reaches where your cell phone ain't gonna pick up. It's not many, it depends on your carrier, and it's not many, but yeah, you still got dead spots. And don't talk about data, you're definitely gonna have spots where your data drop off. So to build something that could broadcast 100,000 light years away, that wouldn't be a small feat, now would it? Does it sound like somebody who got amnesia and forgot how to fly the plane? Yeah, see, case in point. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Yeah. So, man, I'm gonna wrap it up in a bit. I've been having fun with y'all. It's been a blast. Think I'm gonna get back in this building, order me something to eat before it get too late, and I'll be stuck without. So I'll go ahead and get on that now. Got another jet passing by me. I ain't too far from the Sacramento airport. So I've been having all types of planes buzzing by while I'm trying to do my little thing. If it wasn't for the noisy trucks, it's for the noisy planes. So yeah, I got a little bit of background noise, but I did my best to walk around and make sure it was background noise free as much as I could. Hopefully I did a decent job at that. And yeah, so I get back in this building. If you haven't checked out my video about the phones, how to manually take files off your phone, you might want to check that out. It's real informative. I just know there might be other people like me who when they first got the smartphone, you run into the problem of having too much junk and gunk on there and always running out of memory on it. Some of the phones have SD cards. Some of the newer ones they're really kind of fading away from SD cards and don't have them. Thankfully, the ones I got do have SD card. I'm not getting paid by no different phone sponsor or nothing, so I ain't gonna say no brand name or anything like that. So, yeah, unless they cut me a check, then yeah, we good. But anyway, yeah, I think it's real informative. It's a real good video for you to check out. And let's see, and if you, of course, if you like my video or you like anybody else's video on YouTube, show some love by hitting the like button. Because us YouTubers, we do it for the likes. That's what it's all about. That's why everybody, whenever they do a video, they ask you to hit the like button if you like it. That's what it's all about. We do it for the likes. So, and some be big ballers that do it for the paper. They got it like that. Good for them. God bless them. That's what's up. And yeah, I should be getting out of this place shortly. So I'm gonna be headed back to the East Coast. Probably, hopefully in the morning, I'll be headed back East Coast. And might not have as much time tomorrow to do a video of this length. I just did this one because our truck was broke down and had time like that. Man, if I had the spare time, man, I'll be having damn 8-hour joints and stuff like that, man. Be like every video, they be like, damn, this still going for 8 hours. But yeah, I'm a working man. I don't be having that type of time. I have to snatch what little bit of time I have here and there. And yeah, there's a lot of cats like me. You know what I'm talking about. You get a little extra time. You get a little extra time to do what you can do with it. And yeah, man, my truck is the cleanest one out here. Man, a lot of cats don't like washing their truck. I got to keep mine chromed out with all the bells and whistles. I think one time I did a video and I put a picture of one of my rims in there, but I don't know. Like I say, you got too many haters, man. I don't like to really be putting too much of that out there. I ain't gonna be that cat that'll be showing my house, oh, this is my TV, this is what I drive, and this and that. Too many haters. too many fools in the YouTube community. Yeah, once I seen them videos of cats are like putting each other on blast, putting their addresses out there. One dude put a picture of another man's house on there. Yeah, this is the address. This is how his house look, blah, blah. Go get him. We're going to do this. Like, man, really? What is it all about, bro? Is it that serious? Because some of these cats be way too old for that type of foolishness, man. That's that little boy junk when you're like 14, 15 years old, man. You're a grown man. You're supposed to move like a grown man. That old saying, when I was a kid that did kid stuff, I'm a grown man now. I do grown man stuff. You gotta leave all that behind you, man. For real. Hey. See what I'm gonna order. Still ain't figured out what I'm gonna order. But I might end up having to catch the Uber. Man, I don't know about the Uber Eats though, man. I done heard horror stories about Uber Eats already. People messing with your food, bringing it to you. Bag supposed to be stapled. Get there, the bag unstapled. Dude already done ran through your food before he got it to you. Yeah, I don't know about that Uber Eats, man. It ain't sounding too appealing to me right now. I mean, it's early in the game for Uber Eats. They ain't even been doing that one that long. And they already got cats acting in the food. But it ain't like the person bringing you the food is a, professional chef or somebody that really take pride in what they're doing. I know some of them, I guess the average one probably do, You got, I think, way more good people on earth than you got bad people, is my opinion. It's just that it's those bad apples that mess it up for everybody. It only take one person to play with my damn food, and I ain't messing with none of y'all no more. That's it. Take one bad apple. That's it, period. And that's the way I see that Uber Eats jump. Man, I already seen like two or three news stories already about Uber Eats. I'm like, damn, they ain't even been out that long with that. That cat's already messing up. They gotta do better background checks or something. Make you jump through hoops and stuff just to be able to be an Uber Eats driver. That's the thing. I don't think they being selective enough. They need that's how you get better quality people, man. It's all about the management and make the person have to do a thorough background check on them. Make them do some kind of written ethics test. Get hair samples. I mean, all types of junk, man. Just make sure you're getting the high quality people. Yeah, that's how they do in the trucking game. Most of the companies you go with, especially if they got some real paper to them, man, they ain't hiring just anybody, man. You got to jump through hoops. You best believe you about to do all types of drug tests. They're gonna get that hair sample. They're gonna run that hair sample. Make sure you ain't never mess off with no hard or none of that type of crap. I mean, it's just real like that. And the reason they do it like that is because you'll see on the news where if it's a car wreck, it's not gonna make the news most likely. It probably make news in your little town, your local town or whatever. But if it's a big truck wreck, yeah, it's gonna be all over the news. Especially if a lot of people get killed, boom. So then what do you think happened to that company? And that's why they so strenuous on people. You want to get in the trucking game, man, you got to really be flying straight and have all your P's and Q's in order, dot the T's and dot the I's, cross the T's. I said that backwards. I was talking about dot the T's. Anyway, so you know what I'm talking about. And that's a little shout out to all the cats that's thinking about getting in the trucking game, man. If you're still in your party phase, hanging out, having a good time, yeah, might not be the thing for you, man. You might have to wait a few pecan seasons, get a little more mature, and get your mind right. That way you can have a little career with it. So I don't even be messing off with that type of stuff. Mess around, get caught with something in your truck, man. It's a rap and then something. They putting you up under the jail. You ain't getting regular jail, bro. So I'm saying, you just got to, hey, it's what it is. And I respect that, and I understand that, because like I say, man, you get in a bad wreck and many people can die. So it's not like rolling around in the car or whatever. Man, I got to go in here and check on this truck. They should be done with my crap. If not, I got to start making some plans. Yeah, so what other videos I'm gonna try and have at least one long length video per week, because most of the time I don't really get the time like that, and I come out with little short joints, and everybody's be like, oh, a little short video, ain't nobody really want to mash on nothing that you take a quick pause and you already through it, so a lot of cats like step your game up, put some length to it. So hey, it is what it is, kid. And I'm gonna try to do at least one long length per week, just off of that philosophy by itself, and it's just where you just have to keep at something, work at something. Anything good, you have to work at it. It ain't gonna just be given to you. If it's just given to you, then something wrong with it. It ain't no good. So that's how that goes. You have to work for it. And man, there's one more thing I noticed out here in Sacramento, California, man. That pollen, man. That pollen is everywhere right now. I thought that was only in the South. Like in the Southeast, we be getting that junk, that damn yellow pollen that get on everything. You park your car a few minutes, come out the building, your car is yellow because all that damn yellow pollen and crap. I didn't know they had that junk out here in Sacramento. I guess I never paid attention to it really. I'm usually passing through, and I ain't really spending no time, so I don't really, but looking around and paying attention like that. Yeah, but that was another thing that I was noticing. I'm like, man, the cars that was passing by me, and then even just walking back out to my truck, looking at my truck, and waiting for them to pull it back in the shop. And I'm like, what the hell is all this yellow crap on my truck? Yeah, but yeah, I'm used to that in the Southeast. And well, other than that, it ain't too much of difference. Like I said, the Sacramento area, you further north, so it ain't like you're in Southern California in the desert. So even though it's hot as hell, it still ain't desert hot, It ain't Southern California type hot, man. And that's a good thing. I'll be running through all my little bottles of water. That. But yeah, that damn pollen, man, I'm gonna have to, as soon as I hit the road, go find me that blue beacon truck wash, get this joker washed up. Like, I ain't feeling that part. That's one thing I have pride in my ride, man. I keep that joker clean. That joker be sharp as hell. That's one thing cats say about me. They be like, man, yeah, I know his truck is gonna be the cleanest one in the damn parking lot. You gotta believe. That's it. I'm buying a lot of chrome and junk, keep my junk chromed out. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so God bless. Y'all take it easy. See you next time, you too. Y'all be peaceful. Y'all be blessed. All right.